from Kids First, and today I have the honor to speak with Megan Nicole Dong about creating and producing the new animated show CentaurWorld, which releases on Netflix July 30th, 2021. You may know Megan from her work on How to Train Your Dragon 2, Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, and Pinky Malinky, where she worked in the art department. She also worked on Black Dynamite and Metalocalypse as an animator. Welcome, Megan.
All right, we are recording.
Hi.
Hello. So, you have worked as an animator for some time. How did your background and experience in animation help guide you when creating CentaurWorld?
So you asked about my experience in animation and how that helped make the show, right? Yeah, I worked in animation for over 10 years, and I've worked on feature films for DreamWorks, and I've also worked on series at other places. And I think having the experience learning how to tell bigger stories while working on movies, and also learning about how comedy works and how episodes of TV shows works was really informative for this. So I learned a lot from both those experiences, and just being around a lot of people with more experience than I have. That's been where I've learned the most, just from my coworkers and from people around me.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that would have helped. Like if I was in your situation, helped me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in what ways do you think this show stands out from the other animated series for kids that are available now?
I feel like our show has a lot of different things going on. We have music, it's part musical, it's got action, it's got adventure, it's got comedy. So I think it's the combination of all these different things that you might find as individual different shows, and the fact that we've combined it all together makes it kind of its own unique experience.
Yeah, I noticed all of those things, and the music was definitely one of my favorite aspects. It was so fun and added so much to the show. So what was your biggest inspiration in creating this imaginary world of centaurs?
There were so many different things that inspired me and inspired all of us making it. For me, like Muppets were a big one, like puppets and Muppets, like all of that was a big part of it. I love, some video games, even like the Legend of Zelda series, like Breath of the Wild was a big one. And then different kinds of even different kinds of action shows. But the biggest inspiration was kind of my real life, because I had this whole experience of being in school and thinking that I had to focus on just certain parts of my studies. And then I wound up in a show choir by accident. And then suddenly I had to, do more singing and dancing. And I was really shy. And so, but that whole thing helped me come out of my shell. It helped me really get more comfortable with performing and fall in love with music. And it also convinced me that I can really, that I really should pursue the arts, like that, just how important that was for me. And so I wanted to tell the story of Horse, who was, like really focused on battle and on war and all that, winding up in this place, like me in show choir, just winding up with a bunch of people around her singing and dancing and being freaked out at first, but then realizing that, like she could learn from these characters around her and it could change her.
That's very interesting. So do you have a character that you identify with in this show? And did that help you understand what actions for them to take in certain situations?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely identified with Horse because it was mirroring my journey. But I think all of our characters have different qualities that I do identify with. A lot of what they're going through, or why they have the personalities that they do and the flaws that they have, is because they've all been through some tough things. And so I think like the character that I play is Glendale, and I think that character for sure has a lot of anxiety, which I personally relate to. But it's also part of the thing that makes her, funny and silly. So yeah, like there are little things from each of these characters that I personally relate to.
Well, all those pieces came together to create a magnificent show and character. So well done. So what message do you hope viewers will get from the series?
Yeah, like I hope there's a couple of things that people take away from it. I think the main message is just really is Horse discovering that, like if course, first thinking that vulnerability is weakness, like showing any vulnerability is a bad thing, but coming around to realizing that it's actually a really good thing and that vulnerability is strength. So that's one, just for I hope that people take away that that it's okay to really be open about who you are and to kind of learn from others. And then the other thing I hope is people take away from it is just this whole idea of like really finding your family and finding your tribe, finding people, letting people into your life who might be different from you, and really learning from them and sharing and growing with them. And lastly, I think we had a lot of, I think all of us working together on this show, you know, like just had, it was like a really joyful, fun experience for us. And I hope that comes through and that people just experience a lot of joy while watching this and listening to the songs. So I hope that just comes through. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, the show definitely covers a wide variety of messages, and it does a great job of like spelling them out clearly.
Thank you.
So in some animated shows, the message is clearly spelled out for viewers in the first episode. So did you, like you said, you tried to make the message clear, but did you have any specific ways in which you did that with this show?
I mean, like, because our show is serialized, because it's like a longer overarching thing, and that's one thing I think with a lot of shows and places like streaming shows and places like Netflix, is you kind of get to do it a little bit differently because, you know, these are things that could be binged, or you know, viewers get to watch it at their own pace. So I think we really tried to really sprinkle it throughout the whole series.
Yeah, definitely. And this show has great humor as well. So did you incorporate any of the silly things you do or your family and friends do in real life into what these characters do?
Absolutely. I think a lot of the comedy just came from ideas that you know, from me and my friends in the writers' room were just joking around. Like, just I think we just tried to make each other laugh all the time, and that was the stuff that really ended up in the show. And I think that's one of the most fun things about working in animation, is that it's so collaborative. A lot of it is you know, like it's so much of it just involves like telling jokes with other people around you, and actually ending, you know, drawing them and putting them into the final product.
Yeah, the humor came out wonderful, and I was laughing my head off.
Oh, good.
The time.
So glad.
So what aspect are you most proud of in the final version of CentaurWorld?
I'm proud of all of it. I'm proud of just how ambitious it was, and just how much there was. I'm proud of, you know, the music. I'm proud of the way that it looked, the fact that we had two different styles of animation, and that it all kind of came together. So I think it was just a huge balancing act, and I'm proud of the whole thing as like a big piece of work.
It's definitely a lot to be proud of.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dong, for talking with us today. CentaurWorld comes out on Netflix beginning July 30th, 2021. I'm Kyla for Kids First. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our latest reviews or interviews. Bye!